Hi there, hello and welcome to this video part 2 of using the Feiyu-Tech A1000 gimbal. This is a sort of unboxing bit. You've seen the unboxing in another video, I hope, the one before this. And this is me just cobbling it together. Let's keep the cap on if you're not using it, because there's little electronic connectors in there. That just shows you can fit a light fitting or hot shoe, cold shoe fitting on the side. There's two places you can fit it on there. There's one there and there's another one at the front. It's not short of places. That's my QR plate that I use for the lighter cameras. It makes it easier to balance them. You can do it with the TZs and other cameras. You can keep it on if you want. I don't. I prefer to take it off because it gives me a lot more room. There's those connectors again. 4 holes that fit over 4 Allen sets. So you can't get it wrong. That's the little tripod that came with it. And as you can see, it's easy to do up. I know there's that other hole I told you about. You can put your light fitting on it or anything. Takes a 1/4 inch screw, same as your tripod. I'm going to show you. There you are, 1/4 inch screw. And that plate removes. It's like a QR plate. And I'm pointing out all the different adjusting measurements. I don't use them. I've tried to, and for some reason I don't always get it in the same place each time. Old age and poverty, I suppose. So I just find it easier to use the QR plate or just keep one camera on it and put my other cameras onto the handlebar grips, as you'll see further on the video. I have my Zoom H2N on one side for recording the audio, and I put a GoPro type camera, what they call them, action cameras, on the other side. This is my own tripod, tabletop. You can see it's a bstable.com, and I put a ball joint on it. I've got about 10 ball joints. I use them for everything. You can see there's a much better spread, especially if MD with a DSLR or something really heavy. You would want a decent sized tabletop tripod. Now there's the QR plate, and you can see the little white stick on. That's the front. You just saw it a second ago. Oop. There, just on the, I'm not sure. There it is. There they are. That's to come at the front, and it tallies up with one on the QR plate, so I can't get it wrong. Now I'm going to balance it and speed it up when I do. It does literally take a minute, and I've found out the more you get used to it, the faster you can do it anyway. It's not memory. It's not the case of you remember where the fittings go. You just remember which each camera's little idiosyncrasy is, and you can cope with it. That fitting's just about the same on most of them. So they are switched on, balanced, done. But that fitting on that camera you have to buy yourself. You can put your waterproof casing on, but you have to get the fitting then. I use that one, which is an ordinary tripod fitting below and above. £1.50 eBay. And the phone has its own fitting too. I think that was about £1.50 on eBay as well. You just have to watch it doesn't hit any of your buttons. It can cause havoc on your phone. I'm showing off now. Just showing you what it can do. And that's the Lumix, Panasonic Lumix TZ80. Always set your cameras up with your lenses out where you want, the lens caps off, make sure your battery and your memory card's in, your flash gun if you're fitting one, everything. Make sure it's all on. Otherwise you will just jigger up your motors. You can see how close the plate makes everything. That's why I choose not to use it with the TZ all the time. That's the batteries going in. That's the handles on, and now you balance them. 2 books, ease it up. The big screw there, the first one that you see me turning, that's it, done. It's not quite as quick as that, but it really is easy to do. Setting up the auto rotation, turn it to where you want. After you've pressed the button 4 times, turn it to where you want, press it once. Turn it to where you want it to finish, press it again. Now we're not going to hang about for this because it's set on about a minute. Yeah, it's about 30 seconds.
The Feiyu-Tech A1000. You've seen bits and pieces of it in this video. So this strap comes with it, just to show you that it keeps it all in place in your camera bag. Just don't let anything go because it'll all clunk down. Now I'm recording on this, which is my Zoom H2N, the voice. That's the Sony up there. This strap is my own, but it keeps it together in your camera bag. I put mine in my backpack. Now this tripod below is my own, and it lets me hold 2 hands on there, which makes for good video. But we'll take that off and we'll lie that down gently and then we'll open this up. Now there's marks on it to show which way is to do it up. That way is clockwise, which most of us know. But the other one is not clockwise. It's, I think, it's anti-clockwise. See, it goes that way. Weird. I don't know why. It just is. And there's your controls there. And there you've got a USB to micro USB for charging batteries up in here, or I think that's it. The other one on the cameras for doing programming things. Don't use them. It comes with a separate charger, which I use. Always keep this case on whichever end you're not using. Now I'm going to take this one off here. I should show you, I suppose. It comes off here. That bit. And the whole bottom handle comes away. Like that. Put the cap on. Put it down. Now this won't fit on anyway except the right way. I will show you the fittings. There's little pins on there, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes that fit onto them 4 Allen sets. So you can't force it down or anything else. It's either on the right way or it isn't. And then you just screw that collar up down there. Be easier if you could do it with 2 hands, but it's difficult to do. So, and don't cross thread it. It's a very fine thread, so you'll only go half a turn and it'll stop. Right. Now let us check it's all in balance first. So we'll switch the camera on. Always remember, setting your balance, you must have the camera set as you want to use it. Filters, battery, whatever you want. That looks okay. I know this one needs altering because I fold this in for carrying it around. It stops it banging on this bit down here. It only hits the other surface due to that QR plate, which I'm taking off as I don't need it. See, there. So when it's in my camera bag, it's made a little bit more compact. Now you're watching me do this live. You can see it's not very difficult. Slightest movement makes a big difference. Too much, 2 clicks. You'd think with these serrated marks it would click, it doesn't. But if it stops somewhere around 45 degrees and stays there, you can assume it's not too bad and lock it up. Check everything's locked. And there you go. You can check this bottom one again, it's up to you. I think it's worth doing because you can hold it on your knees. These things can go on your knees, but I just hold it like that. If it doesn't swing down, it's balanced. I'll put it in the middle, there and there. That's middle, sort of. And then I'll swing it over. And if you tilt it that way, it stays. And if you tilt it that way, it stays. So it's all right. And now the switch is here for switching it on, remember, on the handles. I'll press that one in and hold it for a few secs. Whee! And there you go. Can't be bad. I will do your walk round in this house. It's my pal's house, but he doesn't mind me showing you around. I don't know what speed video I've got. It looks peculiar on there. Right, let's see. I'm going to switch off. Pick it up again later. You can lock it simply. There's a trigger here. Yeah, I'm going to put my finger on it. And now it's locked, pointing at the camera, look. Let go and it's no longer locked. So that's a quick way of changing in from one program to another. It really is. Right, we'll switch off for a second. Deet, deet, deet. Now, you see I got a couple of these little screw things. The quarter, that's the same size as your tripod mount. Be careful because you can also buy them quarter, 3/4, something like that, which is the bigger opening if you're carrying something really heavy on there. There's 9 places you can attach on here. Now this one I'm putting on my Zoom H2N, and you may hear a bit of finger noise because I'm handling it. You can also put them on a ball joint. It's up to you. I like them on ball joints because they're more controllable as to where they go. And as you can see, on this side, I'm fitting one of my GoPros. Well, it's not a GoPro, it's an action camera. And the idea of that is so I can get selfies of me doing this walkabout. Now I'm going to get this set up. That's a 50th 3.3, that might do. I shall come back so you can cut this bit out. I'm back. Right, we'll switch on. You'll see the camera do its thing, and that's it. And now I'm going to record, and it's recording. That's recording, and the big camera on the front, the Lumix TZ80 is recording. Now I'm going to vanish from this camera now, but I'm on the one I'm carrying. Now, as you can see, I think, maybe not. Let's alter the capture facility on this. There we are. That's lightened it up. I always work in manual. That's why I can alter it so quickly. As you can see, it's following wherever I'm going, sort of. I'm going to press the trigger, pointing it straight at me, and press. And now you can see it stays on me. You might get dizzy watching this. I should tell you it probably comes under the Health and Safety Act. Right, I'm letting go of the trigger again. That's me and the camera. Now I'm going to hold the trigger in so it's pointing sort of at me again. And it stays pointing at me. Whee! I'm going to close in. I've got the focus on manual as well, so I can only go so close. I don't like auto anything. I'm a control freak. I like to be in control. Old school. Never did learn how to use them in automatic. Let go. And I'm going to change program. I'll go 1, 2. And now it's following me around. Now you can change it anytime by pressing the program button or just the trigger. 2 clicks and it goes back again. And then this one, 3. Peekaboo! And you get a back view of the front of me. I don't know if that's good anyway. Oh dear. Now, if you want to send it back again, double click the trigger there where my finger is. And it resets it. And that's basically it. Brilliant bit of kit, whether you've got it single-handed or double-handed. Brilliant sellers, brilliant conditions. Can't ask for any more than that.
Thanks for hanging on to this stage. There you can see I've taken the QR plate off. I don't need it with a TZ, it's heavy enough. You need it on to weigh down the lighter cameras. You can see the difference in the clearance I've got. I'll show you more in a minute. It's quite vast. Now you can see, and I'll show you the amount of room it's made taking off the QR plate. I don't need it, not with this camera. As I said earlier, it's extra weight for the smaller and the lighter ones, but I don't need it with this. You can see all the extra room it's got. All the movements are available to me. Nothing clunks on anything. You're not going to cause any damage or any pinch chip paint or anything else. You'll notice I actually use the long hands of my table tripod as part of my gimbal. Just gives me a bit more leverage. I've switched it off, by the way. I'm not forcing it against the motors. I'm showing you what the clearance is now. So I can do 360s. Now we'll switch to the Feiyu on the phone. and the different things you can do. Well, everything's adjustable. I have altered a few of the motors. Don't need to be multiple strength ones, so you can see I'm weakening that one. I'm showing you what it does do, and now I'm presetting it, if you like. It's just catching up with me now. Look, it's pretty cool. But it does auto rotation anyway, and it's easier to do than having to use the phone, but I'll show you towards the end of this little snippet. That's your motor dynamics. You can alter all them, and your follow settings, slow or fast as you turn. You can have it going the same. Your joystick settings, fast or slow. Your horizontal calibration. If you can't get your horizon right, and that's the auto rotation. I have it for 1 minute. Easy to change, so I just keep it short. Mainly for this, it's not that I would not just use a minute out of doors, but there's me setting it, and then you press it once. You have to press it 4 times to get into the mode, and then you take it where you want to start it and press it once. Now I've taken it where I want it to finish, pressed it once again. Now look, it'll take 1 minute. I think this bit's amazing. It sort of fascinates me. No shakies, no wobbles, nothing. It's brilliant. And then when it's finished, it stops itself. Go away, that's it. That's your lot, Jimmy. Ta-ra the now. Cheerio.